We left it late, but we are into the next round of the FA Cup. How did you see today's game?
Yeah, we did leave it late. Listen, I think first half we didn't do enough in terms of enter their box as many times as we would like. The majority of the game was played in their half, which we had when we done the analysis, we kind of thought that might be the case. So we worked a lot on trying to get the ball out wide and work the ball in wide areas. But it's always tough. I thought the opposition, they dug really deep. They defended their box incredible. And it's always really hard to try and break that down. They scored direct from a corner, which is not ideal, which kind of changes the atmosphere a little bit, changes everyone's thought process because we're now losing the game. So we have to stick to what we're doing, but we have to get a little bit better with what we're doing in terms of we have to move the ball quicker. We have to get the combination down the wide areas, and they blocked the middle really well, and then ultimately we just need to take that little bit more responsibility on the ball, which I thought second half we came out, we did, and we really tried and we probed and we tried to find different ways to enter their box and ultimately tried to find different ways to score goals, and in the end we did, and that's full credit to the boys.
What do you think of their first goal? Obviously it was a bit of a short pass at the back that led to their corner that ultimately led to the goal. Do you think it was an avoidable goal to concede?
Yeah, well, every goal is always avoidable in somewhere down the line. We have the throw in, so we have the possession. We don't clear the space enough, and we come on top of volley and make it a little bit difficult, and then probably throw the ball when we shouldn't because we want to get the game going again. And obviously we give the corner away, and then we haven't done our jobs in the corner. So we need to get better with that because it's cost us a goal today. So ultimately we'll address it, we'll improve from it, and we'll become better in them moments. But it did kind of change the whole way the game was feeling because we were starting to get a little bit momentum, and then credit to them, they get a goal against run of play, and the whole game looks different.
What was your main takeaways from the first half to then go in, speak to their boys at half time and take it into the second half?
Ball speed was definitely one. We needed to move the ball a little bit quicker, and also we needed a little bit more width and a little bit more depth from our wide players, so we really wanted to use them to get in behind their back line, and we wanted to shoot a little bit more from outside the box as well. Against a low block, we spoke about it when Doddsy scored against Chester. You just sometimes have to shoot from outside the box, and it might take deflection because there's that many bodies in there. And I thought we turned down a couple of good opportunities to shoot from outside the box, and we weren't doing enough to get the ball in behind their back line from wide areas. So we addressed that. It was a little bit of a structural thing as well, where we tried to give the two wide players a little bit more detail in where we wanted the starting positions to be, and then where we wanted the fullbacks to find them, and then the movement off that, which we thought they'd done really well in the second half.
Before we scored our first goal, we had the ball in the back of the net 3 times. From your position, is that a frustrating thing to see? You know, the offside calls and stuff like that. How did you see that?
Well, that's news to me because I didn't know we had the ball in the net 3 times. First half I was a little bit frustrated. I thought we got caught off a lot offside a few times when we should be looking along the line. It's not ideal when we're trying to attack and but it comes from like such an eagerness to want to help and want to attack, and we just need to get a little bit better with that because that's a couple of games now where we've gotten really good positions and then we're just too keen to get in behind their back line a little bit too early. So listen, it's a development thing, it's a work thing that we work with the boys on, and we try and get them better at timing of runs really.
Keds and Sykesy get us back into the game. Ultimately Sykesy wins the game for us. It's sort of going back to the Alfreton game where we've left it to the very end. Mm-hmm. Is that a credit to the boys for their fitness levels?
Fitness levels, the way we play, we sap the life out of the opposition because we keep moving the ball, and the opposition have to run a lot. That sometimes gets taken away. Like, people don't understand that when you're moving the ball and they're like, well, get the ball forward. It's like, no, we're really trying to work the opposition here, and we try to sap the life out of them, which I think they did. Like, to be fair to them, they defended their box unbelievable. Their boys were crawling off the pitch at the end. I thought they defended so well and gave everything. But from our point of view, it's a plus in terms of the characters we've got in there. They want to win games. They didn't want to draw. They didn't want to take to a replay. We were determined that we wanted to try and get the win today. And they didn't stop. They never stop in any game, in any training session. They never stop. They keep working. They keep trying. And we've just got really good characters in there who want to do as best as they possibly can for the football club.